Good day everyone, my name is Alex and welcome to another TV box review. Today I have the T95Z and I have to be honest, when I looked online it looked more like this, and then I got the box and yeah, it doesn't look like the picture online. We have the Amlogic S912, 2 gigs of RAM, 16 gigs of internal storage, running Android 6, dual band Wi-Fi, so like most of these TV boxes, nothing that special. The price is around $60 and of course there are some links in the video's description if you wanna check it out. Let's see what comes with this and then let's see how it performs. Let's begin. The T95Z comes in this box, a rather plain box, not that much information on it, so very plain. Inside the box we find the user manual. The user manual has a couple of pictures and it's in a few different languages. We also get the exact same power adapter that we've seen on most of these TV boxes. The exact same remote control that takes two AAA batteries, and of course I do recommend using a wireless keyboard and mouse for a better experience. And lastly, the HDMI cable. Now onto the TV box itself. So as soon as you plug it in, it starts to look much better. So we have an LED all around it, and this LED changes colors, and we also have a little display here where you can see the time and if the box is connected to the Wi-Fi or through a cable. Onto this side here we have a USB port and the network adapter port, and next to that the optical audio. If we turn the box around, we're gonna find the port for the power adapter, the HDMI port, an AV port, and turning the box one more time, we're gonna find the second USB port and the slot for a TF card. Turning the box around, so to the back of it, we have some rubber feet right here and some holes so the box doesn't overheat. Before we go any further, just to touch on the little display here, so we can see the clock, we can see if it's connected to the internet, we can also see if we have a USB plugged in, and if you would be connected to the Wi-Fi, there would be a Wi-Fi symbol right there. As soon as we turn on the box, we see the T95Z Plus, and this is their boot up animation. I'm very sure that I've seen this at another TV box in the past. It takes about 10 seconds or so and the box starts up, and this is the launcher that we get. I do have a USB stick installed, and that's why we got that. So first of all, we do have a navigation bar at the bottom of the screen. The unfortunate part is if I hide this bar, now there is no way of actually getting that bar back. So I actually have to restart the box to bring the navigation bar up. So that is the downside. Let's start by checking out what apps come pre-installed onto this TV box. So we do have an app installer, the browser, Facebook, the Film On app, the Play Store, Skype, Showbox, what else do we get? We get YouTube as well. So a whole bunch of apps that come pre-installed. Now there is a system update available, and if I check for updates, you're gonna see that we'll find the system update. However, I cannot update the box because it keeps saying that there is an error. So I cannot update the box even though there is an update pending. Moving to the settings app. So the settings app looks a lot like the settings app that we've seen on most of these TV boxes. If I open network here, we're gonna see if we are connected to the Wi-Fi or through a cable. And since we are here, let's check out the speeds over Wi-Fi and over a cable. So through a wired connection, we get a download speed of about 75. On the 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi network, we get a download speed of about 11, so very low. And on the 5 GHz Wi-Fi network, we get a download speed of about 28. So the Wi-Fi speeds aren't the absolute greatest. And we are back to the settings app. So display here, you can select the screen resolution. This is gonna be different depending on what TV you have connected. At screen position, you can zoom in or zoom out the screen, so very easy. Moving back here and to sounds. So at sounds here, at digital sounds, you can select any of these depending on your setup at home. I did try DTS and Dolby Digital in Kodi. So the Kodi that comes pre-installed. Just like the other TV boxes that we tried, DTS sound doesn't go good if you're using Kodi. But if you use the player that comes with the TV box, so if you use this player right here, let me just find it. So this movie player here, both DTS and Dolby Digital do good. So again, DTS on Kodi will cut in and out every couple of seconds. And we are back here once again at apps. We can see whatever apps we have installed already. So all these apps, and let's check out Kodi and see what version Kodi is. So we have Kodi 16.1. If you actually read the description on any website, it says that it comes pre-installed with Kodi 17. But this is probably a good thing because Kodi 17 has a couple of issues because it's still in beta. But languages here, we can just see whatever languages are supported, and I'm just gonna scroll through these. So a lot of languages. Hopefully you see the one that you may be interested in. So a lot of languages. Moving to more settings. So at more settings here at storage and USB. So out of the 16 gigs that we have of internal storage, we have left about 11.87. But because this TV box has Android 6, you can just install an SD card, press format as internal, and all of a sudden you're gonna have more internal storage. So very easy to do, and you're not limited by the storage that comes with the TV box. Since we are talking about internal memory, these are the speeds, the reading speeds for the internal memory, so 52, and the writing speed 24, so not the highest speeds. And this is the speed that we get for the RAM. And the last thing we are going to check at settings here, it's about media box. So here we can see the model number, which is the T95Z Plus, and Android version, which is Android 6.01. The latest security patch, it's coming from June 2016. Let's start by checking if the box has root access. So this is the root access checker app, and yes, this device has root access from the factory. And next, let's check out the digital rights management. So this is the info that we get here, and like most of these TV boxes from China, Netflix will not work in HD. I just wanted to touch up on the Play Store just for a bit. So the Play Store does work very good, and you can install basically any app that you search for. I know that a lot of these boxes have issues with the Play Store, but this one doesn't seem to have any problems with the Play Store. For the Antutu score, we get a rather low score of about 35,000, and at the info here we can see some more details about the TV box itself. Continuing with the Geekbench 4, here we get a multi-core score of about 2000 and a single core score of about 433. Down here we can see some more system information. If I scroll down, you can see some more details about the test itself. And for the last benchmark test on the iStorm Extreme, we get a score of about 5700. And if you've noticed, this box got the lowest scores out of all the other S912 TV boxes. And with the CPU-Z app, we can just confirm everything that we already know. So I'm going to scroll through these tabs on top here. And here at thermal, we can see the temperature for the processor at this particular time. So we do have some holes onto the back of the box, so maybe that's keeping the box at a lower temperature than normal. So we have Kodi 16.1 running onto this box, even though in the description there for the item it says Kodi 17. So I'm gonna go to system info. Here I'll scroll through this. Hopefully some of you find any of these useful. And that's about it for that system info. And we do have a whole bunch of add-ons that come pre-installed. So let me just click on add-ons here. So as I said, we have a whole bunch of them. I'm just gonna scroll down so you can see all of them. So a lot of add-ons. So I'm pretty sure that a lot of you are gonna be very happy because there are so many add-ons pre-installed. So let's get something going. I'm gonna find something from here, a stream, and let's see how that one does. So I already found a news channel. We'll just open it so you can see how well it does. So I pressed on the first one the other day, and it starts right away, and nothing is moving. So let's move back. I think it's live. So let's move back and let's check the other one and see what happens if we click onto this one. So the first one did start really quick, and the same with this one, it starts right away. So very good. And even though we don't have that much movement, I do believe that Kodi will work just fine onto this TV box. And we finally got some movement here.
tempted.
And I have my USB stick plugged in to this TV box, and as always I'm gonna try a few files. It's the same files that I always try. So this will be the first one that we'll try. We'll resume from here. I already try all of this, so I know which ones work and which ones don't. So this one does very good. And as I said before, if you're planning to watch movies with DTS, you're gonna have to use the player that comes with the box, because DTS doesn't get decoded right in Kodi. The following file is this 59 frames per second 4K file. So let's see what happens. And just like the other TV boxes, we get a black screen. So the only TV box that was able to play this file was that Billing GT1. So keep that in mind. That's the only box that plays that file. The following file will work fine with no issues. It just takes a second or so. And as I said, this one does really good. This one will also do extremely good, no issues at 720p. So we'll stop this one as well. The following one, it's the strangest movie ever, so we'll skip all the way to the end here. And as you can probably tell, this one does good as well. Moving back to this one here. So this one also does good. And we'll stop this again and move to the following one. And the following one, it's a 4K file that I filmed with my phone, and I should really come up with the newer 4K file from my Note 7. So one of these days I will definitely do that. Alright, so this one here will not work. The only player that can get this open is the MX player, so this will not even open in that player that comes with the box. And this one will also work, no issues with this one. This is a great file to actually test DTS. I love this particular one. And I have the YouTube app opened. Now if you do look in the Play Store, you're gonna be able to install another YouTube app, but that YouTube app from the Play Store is not gonna work onto this TV box. So you will have to use the one that comes pre-installed, and this is the one that comes pre-installed, and the maximum resolution is 1080p at 60 frames per second. So let's play this for a bit and see how well it does. And it does seem super smooth in my opinion, so no issues with the YouTube playback. Okay, and now it's time for something fun. So let's play some Real Racing 3, and I will also play some FIFA 16 afterwards. But this box works exactly the same like all the other S912 TV boxes, like no difference whatsoever. Maybe the Wi-Fi it's a bit slower, and I'm happy to see that we have that navigation bar onto this box as well. But other than that, it does seem to work like any other S912 TV box. So it's very difficult to differentiate in between them, to say this one is better or that one is better, because they are all kind of the same. So as you can probably tell, Real Racing 3 does work really good, no issues whatsoever. I didn't see any dropped frames either, so I don't see why this box wouldn't do good for gaming. Alright, so next we'll play some FIFA 16. So I have some FIFA 16 going, and I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna score a couple of goals. Oh no! Look at this. Oh man, I'm so good. So as you can probably tell, FIFA 16 also does really good. So I think this is my favorite part of these TV box reviews, the games at the end of the review. Okay, let's try one more goal. What are my players? At least those people suck. So yeah, FIFA 16 also works really good, and I'm pretty sure that all the games that we are gonna try onto this box will do very good. Okay, and it's time to conclude this video. So the good thing about the box is the fact that we have the navigation bar at the bottom of the screen. The bad thing is that if you do hide it, then there is no way of actually bringing the navigation bar up. You have to restart the box, so that kind of sucks. The launcher that comes with it, it's a bit boring, not too many options, but you can always install a new one from the Play Store or anything like that. So this is another launcher that I've installed. Maybe this one is not gonna actually work onto this particular TV box, but you can always get a different launcher. So very easy to do. Other than that, the Wi-Fi speeds weren't the absolute best. I'm not sure why I can't do the update, because there is an update available. So even if I download this and I start updating, it stops in the middle of the update. So there are a couple of good things and a couple of bad things about the box. It looks really cool with those lights around it, but the bad part is that we can't actually change the lights to customize them basically. So you'll just gonna have some blue lights or some red lights, whatever the box wants. So hopefully this video was useful. If you did like it, press that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.